Beat it, gosh. Don't beat it.
Social distance, please.
Spread out.
Please keep your distance. Don't send the letter. Tell your partner. Don't send the letter.
Don't say the last thing.
What?
Uganda Business Association.
That is it.
Any other person will stand there. How are you standing?
Ladies and gentlemen, first I want to apologize for the delay. First of all, good afternoon. Let me apologize on behalf of Bebe Foundation for this delay. Honorable Minister, please forgive me for that delay, and members of the press. With all due respect, Bebe and Amber Heart, through Amber Heart Foundation, and Amber Heart Foundation at the moment is dealing with tuberculosis in Uganda. We are trying so much to fight or to look for the cases of TB that are missing. The background of this moment is because COVID-19 has become a very big problem, and we definitely were asked to put in any help. But as a fighter for tuberculosis, I had to connect these two because so much symptoms of COVID-19 are most likely the same as those with tuberculosis. I'm here officially to contribute towards three groups of Ugandans who are affected because of what is happening in the country. First and foremost, those are the tuberculosis patients who are on medication. Don't forget that TB is a disease that usually affects most people in the ghettos. So most of them are home, and being home, they are poor, but at the same time, they are on strong medication. So we went out and sampled with Dr. Sarah of KCCA. We know the number of people who have tuberculosis who are on medication, but we came down excluding those who can handle until we got a certain number that we know needs help. So today, as Amber Heart Foundation, Bebe through Amber Heart Foundation, I would like to hand over 500 bags of food to the Minister of Health, Madam Honorable Ruth Acheng, and with a request that it could be handed over to those specific tuberculosis patients who are suffering, who need help with food. The details will be given by the doctors at the right time. Doctor, at the same time, so many Ugandans are away from work and people don't have food. We still have 2 weeks to go. We don't know what will come after the 2 weeks. But we have also vulnerable groups that are still working to make sure that the country is aware of what is happening. Give all the news, the awareness about COVID-19, and that is the members of the press in Uganda. So they under a group of Wuja, and they also requested for help. So as Amber Heart Foundation and as Bebe the artist, I have handed over 200 bags of food. That's 100 bags of maize flour and 100 bags of beans. But the honorable, as I was also coming in the morning, my closest friends were also crying, the DJs. So for that purpose, I also said I'm not going to have songs played in the discourse if I don't be of help. So I also hand in as Bebe 100 bags of maize flour and 100 bags of beans to the DJs. So in a total of 900 bags of food. The first lorry is here. We didn't want to take a lot of time more waiting for the second one, which will be here in the next few minutes. So, Honorable Minister, my request is the representatives of these 3 groups are here. Though we have an issue of the fact that we know we are not supposed to distribute food. So luckily, these people have centers and the press people are in work. Wuja has a center where they have promised that they cannot give out food to groups, apart from those who are called one by one. So the same as applying to the DJs who are in their homes crying. So these few individuals will be responsible to keep the food and give individually to those who come. Or they will distribute because they have the stickers as they've been writing. That is a request. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. This is my boss in tuberculosis, Dr. Stavia.
Thank you so much, Amber Heart Foundation and Bebe for this gesture towards the people who are suffering from tuberculosis. My name is Dr. Stavia. I'm the Assistant Commissioner in charge of TB, the Minister of Health. This donation comes in to support all the TB patients out there who are on treatment and are lacking in terms of what to eat. So we are very happy that you have given us this gesture. Like he has said, COVID-19 has kept us home. It's a good thing for us to control the disease from spreading to us and our neighbors. But it brings challenges of continuing to fend for our livelihood. And the TB patient is one of those who needs a lot of support, or who may not be able to sustain themselves during the lockdown, given the category of people who suffer the disease. I know also which people suffer TB, but those who are out there and are poor, they may not sustain themselves during the lockdown. So this gesture is very welcome. The signs and symptoms of TB, like he said, are similar to those of COVID. You will have a cough if you have TB, and we have heard that if you have COVID, you also like the cough. You have a fever if you have TB, and COVID also gives you a fever. So those of you who are still out there in the community and are having signs and symptoms of cough and fever and are not coming out to test, please come out, and the health workers will evaluate you to rule out TB. If you have had a contact with someone who is a suspect of COVID, still you know the procedure. We have told you, you need to notify the health workers again so that you are evaluated. So thank you.
Yes, so on behalf of the National Task Force for COVID and on behalf of the Ministry of Health, allow me to appreciate Amber Heart Foundation and Bebe for the generous donation of food to TB patients within Kampala and also to other groups that definitely need food, the Journalists Association and the DJs. We are extremely grateful that you have reached out to these groups of people and provided food. TB patients particularly need food because the medicine they take drains them of energy and they need to take it after they have eaten something. And because we have been under a lockdown, now coming to 4 weeks, it is difficult for many of them who, first of all, we are not even affording food because we are giving them food through the Global Fund. But after the lockdown, it is difficult even to reach out to them. But working with the National Task Force, we will ensure that the food gets to the TB patients and that they do access food, especially the vulnerable ones that don't have food at all. We are grateful that you have remembered them and that they will be able to take their medications and not neglect taking their drugs and avoid having TB flare up again later on so that we end up with multi-drug resistant TB. So thank you very much on behalf of the Ministry of Health. I also want to continue to appeal to the other groups, the Uganda journalists and the DJs, please ensure that you don't invite people like the journalists gathered here to get food. Food must be distributed door to door. I am wondering how the individuals will come to access food if they don't have transport, but make sure that if people are accessing food, it is one at a time, so that we avoid overcrowding and avoid spreading the infection. For now, we have managed to keep Uganda relatively at low infection rates. We need to maintain this, and all of you are aware that our goal is to ensure that any infected person only infects one and not anymore. So if we maintain that, we will go a long way. The infection rates in other parts of East Africa are increasing. That means Uganda has to remain on high alert, and we have to maintain the principles of the preventive measures that His Excellency communicated. Please remember, maintain your social distance and remind your neighbor to maintain their social distance. It is about life and death, and we must keep alive. All of us must celebrate Christmas. So tell your neighbor, maintain your social distance. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Maintain social distance.
Maintain your distance.
Please don't near the minister. Just keep the distance, the camera will see.
Thank you very much, Amber Heart Foundation, for this generous donation of food for our TB patients and for the other media groups. God bless you.
Wait, please.
Time will come. I want to maintain my distance.
Let's first check Dr. Sir, here. We receive on behalf of KCC, and we receive on behalf of the DJs, and we receive on behalf of the let's first check this. Sir, KCC, can give a word.
Thank you very much, Bebe. Through Amber Heart, we are grateful for the patience. Thank you.
Award 200 bags of food, at least to take care of about 100 DJs who are in that bad position.
I would like to thank Bebe for this. I would like to thank Bebe for his generous contribution towards the DJs. We all need that kind of help, so thank you very much, Rasta. I'm sure after Convict or even during Convict, we're going to turn your music upside down. Not just you, but all the artists that have helped in this thing. So thank you very much, Rasta, and God bless the Amber Heart Foundation.
Maybe my request is for the DJ, not only my music should be played because I've offered, but let's get more closer as a relationship. Let's work more closer. Let's help more musicians.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe for Bebe Cool today through Amber Heart Foundation I've managed to, but I also know that my brothers and sisters may not be in position to have that money to be of help. But those, I call upon those who are in my caliber with finances. Please, if you can, be of help, because you definitely know that all of us, it's necessary to come to help when people are calling in at such a time. Thank you so much for appreciating.
Nja kwebaza nnyo Bebe Cool olwa omutima. Mbadde nsaba kwebaza nnyo Bebe Cool olw'omutima omulungi okutuwa emmere ffe ba DJ, n'okusaba abayimbi abalala nabo batuweeyo ku buyambi, because ba DJ tuli bangi eneyinza obutamala. Tutwale n'omukisa okwebazaako Mesach Ssemakula naye yatuwaddeyo kilo 10, n'abayimbi abalala abasazeewo kweyama. Kenzo ali bweru ya Uganda agenda tuwayo emiliyoni ya ssente, n'abalala bagenda otuyambako. So Bebe Cool tweyanziza nnyo ffe nga ba DJ, waliwo abayina waliwo abatayina, so emmere tujja gituusa bulungi. Tweyanziza nnyo, tweyanzeege, era ne music kati owe Uganda n'abayimbi banno bagambe kati tugenda mutuusiza ddala
Bwe bawulira ennyimba zaye nga
tebanyiiga naye nga n'endala tujja zikuba, naye nga tweyanziza nnyo Rasta emmere gyotuwadde, tusiimira ddala.
Basewo ne bannyabo omwami ono Moses wa Ujja, on behalf of Amber Heart Foundation ne Ujja tugiwaddeyo obusawo 2, obusawo 10 obwakawungana obusawo 10 obw'ebyataalo kujjuukirira abaganda baffe abali mu mbeera ezisoboka.
Thank you so much, our brother Bebe Cool, as a musician, and also our fellow youth, and also the under Amber Heart Foundation. We appreciate for this great initiative. Of course, as media, I think you are the second person to have thought about that most people think that we are too well off. But of course, yes, we are according to our profession. But in this situation, most of our colleagues, most especially the freelancers, who do not work on contracts, are really in a bad situation, but they just simply because they are quiet. So we thank you for this initiative of giving us this food, and we promise that we are going to give and help our colleagues so that they can go through this situation. And also call upon whoever is there, please come up and save our colleagues to see that we can also be well off as you copy the good status. Also request that please, we are ready to work with you at the Bebe Foundation to see that we promote whatever you are doing and also push our country to go forward. Bannange twebaza nnyo Uganda waffe Bebe olw'omulimu gwatukoze okulaba nti asobola okuyitirira ye muntu w'okulaba nti